everyone, it's Selfstar. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that some Minecraft players may be a little bit intimidated by, which is the concept of having a forever world. Now this is something that I would highly recommend that all Minecraft players have, and today I'm going to give you a few reasons why. And while we talk about this, I'm just going to be playing some Minecraft in the background, so grab a snack or a drink, get something warm, and play Minecraft with me while we chat. Anyways, we should probably start off with the question, what even is a forever world? So to me, a forever world is a Minecraft world that you have fully committed to and that you intend to play on for forever. It's a pretty simple concept. Now, this is something that I've heard being talked about more often lately, especially since I mentioned it in one of my other videos called How to Stay Motivated Playing Minecraft, because I actually talked about having a forever world as one of my main contributions to why I'm able to play Minecraft so regularly. I'm going to be talking about this through a survival single player lens, but this can also apply to creative or even multiplayer if you want. And of course, this is all going to be my opinion, and you do not have to do this. This is just one way of playing Minecraft that I'd like to share with you, but it does not mean that this is the one and only correct way to play. So, why is having a forever world so great anyway? Well, let's start off with one really awesome reason of having a forever world, and that is that they are basically a mirror of all your memories. Once you have a really fleshed out world in Minecraft that you've been playing on for months or years, it really starts to become like a place to store your own memories. In my own forever world, which is the background you're seeing in this video, I actually have a lot of memories that I immediately get flashbacks to as soon as I walk past a certain build or part of my world. I remember building my sugarcane farm while I was listening to some sort of like Silent Hill analysis video on YouTube, and sometimes I can remember like what sort of food I was eating in a specific part of my world or like a snack or something, or like what video I was watching, what music I was listening to, and also more than that, just like the time I was in my life. Like in some of my older worlds that were my older forever worlds, I have like now specific memories of like where I was in life during those worlds, where I was living, you know, what age I was, what part of my life I was in. It's honestly kind of cool just to see all these flashbacks and memories come to you as soon as you step into a virtual world. I mean, it's just really cool, honestly, and it kind of makes me remember some smaller moments in life that may seem very forgettable when you're living through them, but then when you look back at them in years' time, it'll actually feel a lot more significant and meaningful. So yeah, one reason that I really love having forever worlds is because they just kind of proc that sort of feeling of memories and experiences that you had in the past that you may have just would have completely forgotten about if it wasn't for your time spent in your world. I'd also like to mention that I have had a couple of forever worlds in the past that didn't end up sticking with me through time, and that's because of certain reasons like major updates coming to the game where I just kind of wanted to start fresh, or me just losing the worlds due to like corruption, new discs, whatever, stuff like that. So I've definitely had a few forever worlds in the past that I've let go of, and I'd like to just mention this because sometimes you have this intention to have a world for forever and it just doesn't really work out, and that's honestly okay. You know, you don't have to stick to everything forever. Sometimes it's best to just restart, let go. You don't have to hold on to something that you don't really feel like you want to anymore, even if that was your intention in the past. I know now that I definitely have my forever world that I 100% plan on keeping forever, and in that case I'm also making sure to back up my worlds, which is something I'm going to be highly suggesting to you to do if you do have a forever world or any sort of Minecraft world that means a lot to you, is to make sure to back up your worlds because you can lose them just like that. My second reason on why you should have a forever world is that it breaks your own gameplay loop. So let me explain. When you're playing Minecraft, I'm sure a lot of us have certain habits and things that we do all the time no matter where we're playing. For example, like specifically in the early game, I think we all have a certain like routine that we stick to, like a step-by-step process. Like typically you get wood first, then you would either make a stone pickaxe right after making your wooden pickaxe, or maybe you'll keep your wooden tools for a while, and then you also develop certain habits of what you want to do next. Mining immediately, go find a village, get food. Also, what type of food do you want to make? What type of building materials do you like? What type of houses do you like to make? Mountain houses, underground houses, just regular old cottages? We all have certain patterns in our gameplay that tend to stick with us through time just because it's our habits. And what I really like about Forever Worlds is that eventually you move past that initial gameplay loop of your habits and you start to experiment and branch out to do different things. Like for me in my Forever World, after I did all the basics and got myself situated, I actually started to do some stuff that I never really did before, which is make a few redstone farms for like gathering. I made one specifically for my flowers because I wanted to get dye really easily, and making redstone farms is something that I never really do, but I decided to do this one redstone farm. I also decided to make a really cool custom village, which is something that I never really did before in survival to this extent. I also built some really interesting things that I never built before, like a hot air balloon, and even like a little mural in a mountain to commemorate the death of my 2 dogs. Oh my gosh, rest in peace. But these are like things that I never really would have thought of doing if I was in a kind of like newer world and didn't really get that far, but now that I have all like the basic things done, I can really start to express myself through my creativity and do things that I'm not always used to, which I think is really fun. It just kind of makes you realize that you are capable of doing so much more than you realize. You just kind of have to get past your own little like habits and mental blocks and just branch out and do something new, which I think also could apply to real life. The best part about breaking the gameplay loop, as I would call it, is that it leads to more fresh and new experiences, things that you've never really done before, and it can honestly lead to a more rewarding game experience. Now, the third benefit of having a Forever World is more of a concept that I want you to think about, because this is always how I saw Forever Worlds, and it is that they are kind of like a long-term artwork. So I'm sure most of us can agree that Minecraft is definitely a form of art and creative expression, especially if you're like a builder or maybe a pixel artist or something like that. But I think no matter how you play Minecraft, we all express ourselves a little bit through our creativity when we play. And especially having a Forever World, it's kind of like having a blank canvas, which is your empty new world, and over time you're adding your own artistic marks to it, your brushstrokes, your paint, your colors. That is how you change the world as you play on it for years to come. It's not just a blank canvas anymore, it's actually your own unique work of art. And now it is filled with builds and farms and memories and just all the things you've done in it. And it's all just there in one world, like a whole story of yourself, that time you spent in your game. And especially if you like to build, that even applies more because Minecraft builds are super creative. I also think that it's a representation of our growth as a person and as a hypothetical artist in this case. You know, as we continue to work on our craft, we tend to improve. And I think our worlds can also be a representation of our own improvements in ourselves and our, just growth as a player and a person. First, you start off with your very simple starter house, maybe like a dirt hut or a little tiny little cavern in the wall. And then you grow, you make a bigger base, you make bigger farms, you make all these cool projects, and it does feel like you're actually improving, and I think that's really cool. So it's like over time you just create this super cool artwork that just keeps growing and improving and getting more beautiful. My fourth reason on why you should have a Forever World is seeing how it will evolve through all the Minecraft updates. Keeping a long-term world means you're going to be having to stick through all the updates that Mojang throws at you, even the ones that kind of break your world in a way, like the Caves and Cliffs update being a notorious one that changed the world generation drastically. But if you are persistent enough, you can actually survive all of these updates and still keep your same world, which means your world will evolve in a pretty unique and interesting way, especially as the time goes on. For example, my world, I started it in version 1.0, not when version 1.0 was released. I actually started my world in like 2023 or something, but I loaded it up originally in the first release of Minecraft. So my entire like spawn area is old terrain, and then I loaded it up into the latest version. So now I have this world that's a mix of super old Minecraft terrain and new Minecraft terrain, which makes it super unique and also interesting. There's like certain parts of my world that are just like completely flat because the chunks are cut off in weird ways. There's just all these little like weird anomalies going on with the generation, which I find super charming. And also, like, the forest biome in my spawn area is no longer considered a forest, it's actually a desert, which is cool because it doesn't rain there anymore, so it's like a whole weird thing. But this is just a drastic example of how your world will change throughout time, because as you keep updating, things will start gradually changing, and before you know it, you have a really unique and special world full of little weird quirks, yes, but I find that they add a lot of character and personality to your world. Especially since you kind of have to see things from a different perspective. You don't just load up a new world and start fresh when a new Minecraft update comes out. You actually have to maneuver around your already existing world. And to find new update features, you either have to clear your chunks or go super, super far out, maybe make like a really intricate nether tunnel system so you can like teleport to different parts of your world when new updates come out, which would be an interesting way to solve this problem for like finding new resources and everything. But yeah, like I just think it's a fun challenge and also experience at the same time. And you don't have to start fresh just to get the new Minecraft update experience. You can just stick to your own world that you have already, experience everything through there, which is pretty cool. Also, one of my favorite parts about this is the really, really long adventures that you have to do sometimes just to find new like resources and everything. I just like this personally because I love getting excuses to go on super long adventures. It's just really fun to me. My fifth reason on why you should have a forever world is you get the opportunity to do some really ambitious projects. I think one of the main motivational factors in starting really ambitious projects in Minecraft is actually being able to see and experience them for the long run. You know, you don't want to just build like a huge awesome castle in a throwaway world. You want to do it in a world that you're gonna be in for a long time. So a forever world is kind of perfect for that. I know that I've started some pretty ambitious projects in my world, at least to my scale, because I know that I'm gonna have that world forever. Like my village city project, where I'm building a pretty cool village, and I also built like a really awesome mansion just for fun, and just some other really random stuff that I wouldn't really build if it wasn't like a forever world. I definitely want to build some more super ambitious things in the future, but of course I'm still only like about over a year into my world, so I haven't really gotten that far with my own mega projects, but I am super excited to start some because I know that I'll see them for the years to come and they'll never go anywhere. So there's really no better place to start a mega project than in your forever world, where you'll be able to look back on them and see your awesome projects. My sixth reason why you should have a forever world is that they're a great place to set goals and complete achievements. I find this to be a very rewarding part of having a long-term world, is because in worlds that you don't really stick around for too long in, you don't really get that opportunity to complete super long-term goals or even the more late game achievements. But if you have a forever world, you can do all those things. At this point, you'll probably have enough gear, resources, and also just the commitment to actually complete all these goals and achievements. I've never done like a full completed achievement run in Minecraft or anything, but I'm actually motivated to complete achievements in my world because I know that I'll be able to kind of like look back on all of them and actually complete them all. So it gives me that like motivation to do it, especially setting goals. Like I have a whole book in my house full of ideas of things that I want to build and do in my world. So they're all just a bunch of future goals that I'm super excited to do, and I actually have the motivation to do them just because I have a forever world. This is like nothing that I would ever commit to doing in just a normal Minecraft world that I know will not be around forever. And it's honestly one of the reasons that I don't play multiplayer that much anymore, is because I know that those worlds never last. So I never really put in my effort into them anymore. And there could be a saying that, you know, sometimes you have to do cool things even though you know they're not gonna last forever, which is totally true. But I've just done that so many times in Minecraft already, where I'm kind of tired of always losing my progress at this point. I built so many things and done so many things in so many different like servers and worlds, and I've lost them through time. It just makes me sad. So now I'm at the point where I really don't want to lose any more of my Minecraft projects, which is why having a forever world is perfect for me. And my final reason on why you should have a forever world is the fact that they're honestly just a reminder of how amazingly timeless and replayable Minecraft is. Like seriously, Minecraft is one of those truthfully impeccable sandboxes, because at the end of the day, as long as you have the motivation and creativity, you will never run out of things to do. There are just endless possibilities. And I think having a forever world just embraces that even more because it allows you that opportunity to be as creative as you want and do all the things that you wanted to do. It's just a reminder that there is always something new to create and do in Minecraft, even if it's something that you've never done before. It's just such a great opportunity to try new things and just enjoy the game for a really long time. And yeah, I don't know. To me, like having a forever world is just the epitome of having a really fun time on Minecraft. And looking back on it, I'm so glad that I committed to my forever world because it's inspired me to play Minecraft so much, and it's such a happy and relaxing game to me. So I'm really glad that I made that decision to just kind of settle down into one world and only focus on that when I play alone. So yeah. Anyways, one thing I'm really excited about is to see how far my world comes in just a couple years from now. As I said, I've only had my forever world that I have now for about over a year. I think I started it back in 2023, around June, maybe a little bit earlier than June. But yeah, it's already felt like a lifetime, honestly. I spent so much time on that world and it just truly means so much to me. And I've never felt so connected to a Minecraft world before this one, which is why I'm so certain that I'll definitely be keeping it for, well, forever if I can. But yeah, it just makes me excited because I really am curious to see how far I'll get into it, just what it will transform into and what it will look like in like 2, 3, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. One of my favorite examples of a forever world that is here on YouTube is IBX Toy Cat. He has a forever world that he's been playing on for I think over a decade, and it's all documented on his YouTube channel, which is so freaking cool and very, very inspiring to me. Honestly, I think one of my biggest like inspirations to make a forever world was his videos, just to see how cool his world is and just how like expansive everything is. It's so cool. It just feels like this never-ending, like I don't even know, because to me, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, so it feels like a giant amusement park when I look at it. I hope this was able to inspire you to make your own forever world, but just remember that there is no right way to play Minecraft. This is just one way to enjoy the game, and some people honestly just prefer to kind of hop around from world to world, and that's completely fine too. Honestly, that's something that I used to do when I was a bit younger, but you know, I just kind of changed the way I play, so you know, sometimes we just go from different play styles, and that's okay. At the end of the day, Minecraft is a sandbox. It's a way for us to express ourselves and our own person, you know? So I would just implore you to play the way you feel is best for you and the way you feel is most fun. And maybe this will inspire you to have more fun in Minecraft, maybe not. Either way is totally fine, but I do hope you enjoyed this video. Also sorry that I was kind of like slurring over my world when I said forever world. I just like, I've said it so many times, sometimes I'm just like, forever world, forever world. It's a little hard for me to say, so I hope that wasn't too bothersome. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave this video a like if you want to see more Minecraft and chat to videos. This is already my third one. If you did enjoy this video, you might want to check out my how to stay motivated playing Minecraft video, or my video where I talk about some random Minecraft moments that make me super happy. It's a very wholesome, lighthearted video, so if you want some more feel-good vibes, you should go check that out. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!